Okay, so now what we're going to do is actually solve the triangle, which means we'll find all of its missing parts this time. And again, you can draw a picture off if you want to. Sometimes with the law of cosines, like I said earlier, it's easy enough to do it without the picture. I'll leave that up to you. Okay, so we've obviously got to get angle A, angle C, and we've got to get side B. Now, to find any of the angles, like if you look at these formulas, in order to find any angle, you have to know all three sides. Each of these formulas have little a, little b, little c, and you don't have, of course, all three sides. So that's actually the first thing we've got to do is get the missing side, which in this case, of course, will be b. All right, so we'll have b squared equals, so just follow the formula. So you'll have 76.3 squared plus 42.8 squared minus 2 times 76.3 times 42.8 times cosine of 16.3. Now you can put this in the calculator exactly the same way that I did a while ago. Just enter all of this in one step, but then remember you've got to take the square root of both sides. So once you enter this in, take the square root of all of that, and your answer will come out to be 37.2. All right, so now that you have that other side, now you can find angle A and angle C, and it doesn't matter which one you find first. Let's just go with angle A. All right, so follow the formula for cosine angle A. So you'll have 37.2 squared plus 42.8 squared minus 76.3 squared divided by 2 times 37.2 times 42.8. Now, putting this one in your calculator, first of all, don't forget that you need to do second cosine. So that would be what you need to hit first on your calculator, second cosine. You will need to put a set of parentheses around the top and a set of parentheses around the bottom. So try entering that in and make sure that you can do it correctly, but you should get 144.9. Okay, so now that you know two angles, to get your third angle, all you have to do is just use subtraction. Now you can use the formula, but let's just find it the easiest way we can and subtract from 180. So here you're going to get 18.8, and that would be degrees. Okay, so that would be another example. Like I said, I didn't draw it off, but this was a side angle side situation. Okay, now let's look at a side, side, side. But again, this time we're going to find all missing parts, which all missing parts this time are all three angles. It does not matter which angle you find first. So we'll just start with angle A, and we'll just go in alphabetical order. So using your formula to find cosine of angle A, you would have 623 squared plus 345 squared minus 832 squared divided by 2 times 623 times 345. Okay. Now again, putting this in your calculator, you got to start off with second cosine, and then you've got to make sure that you have a set of parentheses around your numerator and a set of parentheses around your denominator, and put that in and make sure that you can do it correctly, and you should get 115.5. Okay, now next angle, you'll also have to do this with law of cosines using your formula. So follow your formula for this one. It'll be 832 squared plus 345 squared minus 623 squared divided by 2 times 832 times 345. And again, don't forget second cosine to start out with. And again, you've got to have these extra sets of parentheses. So that's going to give you approximately 42.5. And then now to get the third angle, you can just use the subtraction. So that's going to come out to be 22 degrees. Okay. Now, one thing I want to caution you about, because actually once you find one of your angles, since you, like if I had, before I found the rest of this, like since I've got angle A here and I have side A, sometimes students will go back and use law of sines. You can do that sometimes, but sometimes it's not going to work out for you. So I'm not going to take time to go into the explanation about, well, when is it okay to do law of sines? When is it not okay to do law of sines? It's just safer and easier on you if you have a side angle side or you have a side side side. Just stick to finding all of your information using law of cosines, and that way you won't ever have any problems with it.